We had a discussion about sir, just a basic introduction about exception handling. Okay, I hope you people may remember, sir. Exception handling, just we had a discussion about exception handling. Sir, what is exception? What is the meaning of exception handling? What is the purpose of exception handling? Okay, we discussed it already, right? So next, how many types of errors are there? Syntactical errors. Next, syntax errors, runtime errors, like we covered. Next, what is a try keyword? Next, and after that, what is except a keyword? These two things we covered already, right? Okay. So next, sorry, what is the default exception handling? What is the default exception handling? We discussed it, right? So do you know, in the Python exception hierarchy, all exceptions, okay, are child class of which ones are, which is the base, which is the which acts as the root for Python exception hierarchy. Have you remembered, right? Base exception, okay, like sir, whatever risky code is there, sir, we require to take a risky code inside try block. Are you getting risky code inside try block, sir? The corresponding handling code where we have to take, sir, except a block. Regarding except a block contain handling code. Remember, sir, this part already we discussed in the last sessions, right? Okay. Next, how to print exception information. Regarding how you can able to print exception information, sir, which way you can able to print. Next, control flow in try and accept a block, like we covered already in the last sessions all these things, right? Okay, sir, now let me continue the cinema, sir. Sir, what is try with multiple except blocks, sir? Something like try with multiple catch blocks in Java. Okay, try with multiple except blocks. Remember this one. So because do you know the way of handling exception is varied from exception to exception, correct or not, sir? If it is arithmetic zero division error, one way we require to handle. If it is a file not found error, in another way we require to handle. So for all the types, for any type of exception, sir, same handling code meaningless. That's why. So for every exception type, compulsory the way of handling is varied. That's why for every exception type, we have to take multiple except blocks. Remember that, sir, because way of handling is varied from exception to exception. If there is a chance of multiple exceptions possibility, compulsory for every exception type, we have to go for separate except block. Remember this one, sir. Okay, sir, now best example for you. Okay, try I'm taking some risky code. Are you getting some risky code I'm taking, sir? Sir, in this risky code, there may be a chance of zero division error. Assume that, sir, there is a possibility. So except a block, which ones are zero division error. If a zero division error is going to come, this is the handling code. Are you getting? So handling code for zero division error. Are you getting, right? So I have to tell, sir, perform some alternative arithmetic operations. Perform some alternative arithmetic operations, right? Are you getting? So like I can able to take. Sir, maybe a chance you may get file not found error. Okay, if a file not found error is going to come, okay, what is that, sir? Can I spell out? File not found error. If a file not found error is going to come, sir, use a local file. Use a local file instead of remote file. Regarding use a local file instead of remote file, like sir, make sure, because the way of handling exception is varied from exception to exception, correct or not? The way of handling exception is varied from exception to exception. That's why for every exception type, compulsory we require to write separate except a block. Okay, make sure, sir. Best example, even in my Java classes also, most of the times I'm using the same terminology, sir. Best example, suppose if you are going to ask me the question, if you are going to ask me the question, sir, what is your name? Sir, what is your name? Then automatically what is my answer, sir? My name is Durga, like I can tell. Okay, because you asked the question, sir, what is your name? What is your name? Then I'm telling that, array, my name is Durga, like this. Then immediately you may ask, sir, what subjects you are handling? What subjects you are handling? Then automatically my answer is my name is Durga only. Are you getting? Sir, what subjects you are handling? But my answer is my name is Durga only. Are you getting? My name is Durga only. Like, sir, then immediately you may feel, sorry, didn't listen the question properly. Like, you may ask again. You may ask again, sir, what subjects you are handling? Then my answer is my name is Durga. Then, sir, what is your native place? Sir, what is your native place? Regarding, sir, what is your native place? Then immediately I'm telling, sir, what is your native place? Sir, immediately I'm telling, my name is Durga. Regarding, my name is Durga. Sir, what is your qualification? Then my answer is my name is Durga. Are getting, immediately you are going to get the feeling that Are Durga sir pagal ho gaya. So something like definitely you people are going to feel, correct or not? Okay, definitely you people are going to feel. So means that, so the answer should be, sir, based on the question, correct or not? The answer should be based on the question. So for all questions, same answer is nothing but it is not academic exam. Do you know, in our BTech or MC academic exams, for any type of question, answer is always the same. Regarding, for any question they are going to ask, same story, same answer we are going to tell, sir. We never going to see at least question also. Question number 1, answer. Question number 2, answer. Sir, at least what question, what answer we are writing also sometimes. It is applicable for academic level, but not about Python level. Remember that, sir. In Python, the way of handling an exception is varied from exception to exception. That's why compulsory we require to specify, compulsory we require to use separate except block for every exception type. I hope everyone can able to understand. Yes, man, everyone can able to understand. Yes, sir, you people should aware clearly, right? Okay, sir, make sure here. Just if I'm taking same some zero division error. Zero division error specific handling code I have to write. If I'm taking file not found error, file not found error specific code we have to handle. Clear? Are you able to understand? So try with the multiple except blocks. Is it possible or not possible? I will respond. Is it possible? Not possible. Possible. Is it recommended or not recommended? It is highly recommended, man. Okay, highly recommended this type of approach. But for any type of exception, same answer. That option is also there. That part I will take care. But as of now, try with the multiple except blocks is possible. Recommended to use, sir. Remember that. So let me go for a small chota example. And there is one rule is also there. That rule, let me talk about that. Sir, I'm taking here just have a look once, sir. I'm taking try try block x is equal to int of input of enter some number. Just observe, enter first number, enter first number like this. I'm taking, sir. So enter some first number like this, some int value I have to, yeah. Next, enter some second number like this. Regarding enter second number, I'm taking, sir. So first number, second number. Now what I have to take here is print of x by y. Sir, can you please print what is the x by y value like this, right? Now can you please tell in this code, in this risky code, what are various possible exceptions? Anyone, can you please tell what are various possibilities? One is zero division error. Okay, one possibility. Second possibility, if you are not entering into value, some ten, then automatically there is a possibility of the value error. Regarding, there is a possibility of value error because we are trying to convert the provided value into integer type. That's why by mistake if I provided 10, how to convert this 10 into integer type? Not possible. Immediately you are going to get the error, value error. So according to our risky code, there may be two types of exceptions or errors by default will be raised. That's why what I'm taking, sir, except block. Regarding, just I'm taking except block, zero division error I'm taking, sir. Okay, so if zero division error is coming, then just I'm taking, sir, can't divide can't divide with can't divide with 0, like I'm trying to print, sir. Can't divide with 0. Next, except maybe a chance value error is going to come. If the value error is coming, then automatically, sir, I'm going to print please provide valid int value, valid int value only. Okay, valid, or otherwise please provide int value only. Sir, provide int value only, like this I'm taking. Sir, can you please tell how many except blocks I'm taking? Hey, please respond. How many except blocks I'm taking? 2 blocks, sir. How many try blocks I'm taking? How many try blocks I'm taking? Only one. Try with the multiple except blocks. Is it possible or not? Yes, perfectly. This one is always possible. No problem at all, sir. So now take a bit very special care. Let me execute this code, sir. Sir, enter first number 10 I'm taking. Enter second number 2 I'm taking. 10 by 2. 10 by 2. Then automatically its value by default will become 5.0. Are you getting 10 by 2? Its value by default will become 5.0. Enter 10. Enter 10. Sir, enter 0. Enter 0. Then can't divide with 0. So are you getting me? So the corresponding except block is going to come. Sir, enter 10. Enter 10. Next one after that enter. Sir, 2 I'm taking, sir. Enter 2 I'm taking. Then immediately value error. Please provide int value only. Everyone can able to understand, right? So the syntax is perfect and it's working properly. No problem at all. Sir, here take a bit very special care. What is the point is, try with the except blocks. Try with the except blocks is always possible. Multiple except blocks is always possible. But Python is always going to consider from top to bottom only. Remember this one, sir. Python is always going to consider, Python virtual machine is always going to consider top to bottom. So first except block, if it is not matched, then it is going to consider second except block. Are you getting? First except block is not matched, then only second except block. If the second except block also not matched, then only third except block. That's why Python virtual machine or Python interpreter is always going to consider from top to bottom until except block, matched except block identified. Remember that, sir. Sir, where is the proof? How you can able to tell? How you can able to tell like this, right? Yes, there is a possibility. Have a look once. Have a look once. Sir, here 0 division error. 0 division error I'm taking. Sir, here 0 division error I'm taking, sir. Just 1 minute, sir. 0 division error. 0 division error. Here I'm taking arithmetic error. Arithmetic error. Sir, have you remembered? Arithmetic error is the parent. 0 division error is the child. Have you remembered according to our previous diagram? Arithmetic error is the parent. 0 division error is the child. Is the child like this, right? Can you please tell? Can you spell out? Sir, in this case, sir, is it valid or invalid? Is it valid or invalid? Good. Is it valid or invalid? Okay. Remember that, sir. Remember that, sir. This is 100% pakka. This type of thing 100% pakka. Valid or invalid? Remember, the people who are coming from Java background, this one is invalid. This one is invalid because if try with the multiple catch blocks are there, then the order of catch blocks is important. We have to take child to parent, but not from parent to child. Sir, in Java, there is such a type of rule, sir. In Java, there is such a type of rule. Sir, we have to take from child to parent, but not from parent to child. Remember that in Java. But in Python, no such a type of rule. Are you getting right? In Python, no such a type of rule. Rule is only one. What is the rule is? My Python is always going to ask from top to bottom. If the first one which is going to be matched, it is going to be considered, sir. Again, first one which is matched, it is going to be considered. Yes, suppose here observe, if I provide y value at the 0, then which error by default is going to come? I respond, which error by default is going to come? Which error? 0 division error. Sir, zero division error, arithmetic error is going to handle or not? Because arithmetic error is a parent. Arithmetic error is the parent. That's why even zero division error is coming. No problem at all. My arithmetic error is going to handle. So even you are taking parent first, we never going to get any syntactical error. JVM, I mean Python virtual machine is always going to consider from top to bottom. That is the only rule you should aware. Now have a look once. Enter first number. Enter first number. I'm trying to enter 100. Enter second number 0. Enter second number 0. Sir, zero division error. But zero division error can be handled by arithmetic error or not? Yes, that's why. What is the answer by default you are going to get? Arithmetic error only we are getting, but not zero division error, because this person can able to catch that. If it is already captured, why the second except block is going to get the chance? No chance at all. Suppose if I comment this one. If I comment this one, yes. If I comment this one, then automatically, can you please tell what the answer by default we are going to get now? Sir, first this one only matched. That's why zero division error. That's why zero division error. Have you observed, right? Sir, invalid syntax. What is the problem? Am I doing any mistake? Invalid syntax. Am I doing any mistake? Yes, arithmetic error. Yes. Dot, double quotes. No problem. Triple quotes you can use, right? Done. Okay. Just let me crouch it. Don't worry. Sir, but in new lines only. What is the? Am I doing any mistake here? We have to take hash is nothing but single line comment, man. We are going to take hash means a single line comment. Okay, no problem. Let me take this bloody code. Okay, now multi-line comment is nothing but like we have to take. Yeah. Now anyway, sir, now observe that except zero division error. Okay. Now here see this one. Enter first number. Yes, 10 I'm taking. Enter second number, 0 I'm taking. Sir, now zero division error is going to come or not? Yes. Now zero division error is going to come or not? Yes, perfectly it's going to come, no problem at all. So point number 1, try with the multiple except blocks, possible or not possible, and it is recommended. If try with the multiple except blocks are there, then Python is always going to consider from top to bottom only. Next, first you have to take parent, and then we have to take child, or first we have to take child exception, and then we have to take parent. No such type of restrictions. In any either parent you can take first or child you can take first, but my Python virtual machine is always going to consider from top to bottom only. Clear? Okay, that's all. This is about try with the multiple except blocks. Next, one more thing is there, sir. Yes. So logically, child should come first because it's the meaningful. It is the meaningful. But anyway, it is the meaningful Omkar. But Python is not that much strict about this one. So because being a programmer, you should aware which is the parent, which is the child, and so on. Not required. Why I have to keep that much restriction? No problem. In any order you can take. So first matched thing is going to take care. More flexibility to the programmer. Beyond that, nothing. Okay. So now, Rich Cohen, you have to identify, man. Why single line comment I'm taking? If I can take double line comments, why it is not working? Anyone can you please tell? Multi-line comment is not working. What is the reason? Use like this means what? What is that? Triple. Okay, yeah, maybe 1 minute, sir. Have a look once. Oh, I'm taking. No. No, it should work, right? Okay, here just you can analyze, sir. Just why it's not going to work. Yes, sorry. Here this is okay. Well, next whenever I'm taking this one, that initial should be new line, and the last also should be in the new line. Okay. And the last also should be in the new line. Is it okay, Rishi? Okay, well, no, invalid. Huh? Yeah, maybe it changes the indentation. Yes, normal. Maybe don't worry much about that. You can. Okay, sir, that's all. I hope try with multiple except blocks. Sorry, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Only two codes. Two codes. No, it won't. Three triple quotes, man. Multi-line means triple quotes. Okay. Anyway, leave that. Don't worry. Just sir, now have a look once. That's all. Try with multiple except blocks. Is that clear? Do you know here? Do you know? There is one important point. Is there? What is the other thing? Is in Java, multi-catch block we have. Correct or not? In Java, multi-catch block we have. Multi-catch block. Same way here also, a single except block can handle multiple exceptions. Remember this one, sir. A single except block can handle multiple exceptions. Multiple exceptions. Okay. Single except block that can handle multiple exceptions. That can handle multiple exceptions. Remember this one, sir. Single except block that can handle multiple exceptions. How you can able to write, sir? Very simple. Very simple, sir. Sir, we can write a single except block that can handle multiple exceptions, multiple different type of exceptions. How you can, sir? Except are you getting? So just except, sir, exception 1 comma exception 2. Okay, sir, like you can take any number of exceptions, right? Okay, colon. Now the corresponding handling code we have to take. No problem at all. I hope everyone can able to understand. Everyone can able to understand? Yes, parenthesis. Are you getting it? First one, second one, third one, and so on. First one, second one, third one, and so on. Is nothing but like this is the first one. Sir, we are taking all those things within the parenthesis. Remember that. Sir, now, sir, I want to print a message also. I want to consider the message also. Have you remembered somewhere we covered? Somewhere we discussed as a keyword. Sir, now here, how you can able to do with as keyword? As MSG. Sir, make sure as MSG. Where I'm taking, sir? Within the parenthesis or outside parenthesis? Observe a bit carefully. Within the parenthesis or outside? Outside parenthesis we have to take. Sir, parentheses are mandatory under this group of exceptions internally considered as tuple. Remember this one, sir. Parentheses are mandatory and internally these things are by default considered as tuple of exceptions. Tuple of exceptions, right? Okay, like, sir, can you please explain with a small example about this concept, sir? You may ask. Here, best example. Let me take here. Onkar. It was not added in Java 8. It is added in Java 7 only. Okay, multi-catch block. Java 7 new feature is this multi-catch block. A catch block which can handle multiple exceptions. Yes, it is added in the Java 7, but in Python it's already there. Okay, from day 1 onwards. Sir, now what I'm taking, sir, except zero division error, I'm taking. Zero division error I'm taking, comma, value error I'm taking. zero division error, I'm taking value error as message. Are you getting? As message, like this I'm taking, sir, as message. Now print of, you can provide, you can provide some description. Sir, please provide valid numbers only. Please provide valid numbers only. And the problem is, and the problem is, and the problem is MSG. Clear? Are you able to get right? Okay, sir, this is, and the problem is, like we are going to print. Sir, now take a bit very special care, sir. Okay, sir, how many exceptions it is going to handle? Two exceptions. It either zero division error or value error. Sir, this is my handling code. Sir, when we should go for this type of approach? Sir, if you have same handling code for multiple types of exceptions, then you can combine all those except blocks into single except block. This type of facility is also available, no problem at all, sir. Sir, now let me execute this code. Let me execute this code. Yes, enter first number 10, enter second number, enter second number 5 or 2, I'm taking. Perfectly, it's going to print 5.0. No exception, valid, sir. Now I'm taking enter first number 10, enter second number 0, enter second number 0. Sir, this except block is going to handle that exception or not? Yes, yes. Now observe the answer. Please provide valid numbers only. And the problem A, division by 0. Division by 0. Yes, man. This except block, it is going to handle zero division error. Okay, let me consider. Enter first number 10, I'm taking. Enter second number, TEN, I'm taking. TEN, I'm taking. Have you observed, right? Please provide valid numbers only. And the problem A, invalid literal for int with base 10, TEN. Clear, right? So sir, except a block, single except a block that can handle multiple exceptions, is it possible or not? Yes, perfectly, this is the possible, right? But make sure, sir, parentheses are mandatory or not. Parentheses are mandatory. Remember that parentheses are mandatory, and all these things internally treated as tuple of errors. Okay, like next, one more thing is also there. That's all this here. Sir, try with multiple except blocks. Next, and after that, try with multiple except blocks. Next, and after that, single except block that can handle multiple exceptions. Okay, like message is value error, but it shows something else. No. Sir, here value error description only. Chandan, can you please observe that? Invalid literal for int with the base 10 TEN. This is the description of value error. Are you getting? This is the description of value error, Chandan Kumar. Because TEN I provided, right? You can't convert into int. You can't convert into int. That's why we are going to get. Yes, it is the valid description for value error. Next, here also if you observe, division by 0. Division by 0 means this is the description for zero division error. It is showing correct message only. Okay, now, sir, there is one more thing is available, sir. Okay, one more thing is available. What is the thing is default except block. Regarding what is this one, sir? Default except block. Sir, suppose I'm covering except block for most of commonly occurred, but at runtime still some unknown exception is going to come. No problem at all. We can able to write default exception handling code. How you can able to write the default except block? Okay, very simple, sir. Something like except colon. Are you getting that? Except colon, except colon. That's all. We are not required to specify base exception and so on. Do you know? In the Java language somewhere we may have catch of exception. Are you getting catch of exception? But here except colon. That's all. Okay. This is nothing but what? Default except block. Sir, now here observe that. Sir, first one I'm taking zero division error. Okay. Have a look once, sir. I'm taking except block. I'm taking, so zero division error, zero division error I'm taking, sir. So here just a print of. So here zero division error. Sir, can't divide with 0. Can't divide with 0 like this. I'm providing my own description. Next, except block. That's all. Except block, sir. Sir, print of default except. Can I use the word? This is the default except or not? Default except. Please provide a valid input. Please provide valid input. Please provide valid input like this. I'm taking, sir. Okay. Except zero division error. Except default except. Please provide valid input like this. I'm taking. Now observe, if a zero division error is coming, no problem. The first one is going to get the chance. If a non-zero division error, I mean, if it is not this one, then for any type of thing, my except block is there to handle, sir. Okay, make sure default exception hand. Now observe that. Same example, enter 10, enter 2, 5.0. Perfectly it is the valid. Enter first number 10, enter second number 0. Which except block is going to get chance? Yes, 10, 0. First one or second one? First one or second one? First except block. So can't divide with 0. Happily it's going to tell. Yes, 0 division error. Now I'm taking, enter first number 10, enter second number 10. Sir, can you please tell, or enter second number 10. Can you please tell which except block is going to get in the chance now? Second, which is nothing but default except block. Now, sir, default except, please provide valid input. Clear? How to declare default except block? How to declare except block with multiple exceptions? How to declare try with multiple except blocks? Like all the possibilities are clear. Now, I have one small question, sir. Can you please tell, is the default except block compulsory have to take at last or anywhere? Yes. Parsad, I don't think message it won't be, because it's not going to take any argument, right? That's why. Anyone, can you please tell default except block is compulsory at last or anywhere? Good. Sorry. Compulsory, is it at last or anywhere you can take? Onkar, you're telling anywhere? What about remaining people? Please respond. Is it compulsory should last? Compulsory last? Yes, because it follows from top to bottom. That's why compulsory it should be last. By mistake, if I'm taking at the first, then is it error? Suresh Balakrishna, you are telling anywhere. Can you spell out, sir? Good. Think a bit logically. Yes, correct parts are there. Think a bit logically. When the default except block is going to get in the chance, if no other except block matched, then only default except block should get the chance. If the Python is always going to consider from top to bottom, compulsory this default except block should be at last. Correct or not? Compulsory default except block should be at last. Okay, make sure here restriction is there. It should be last one only. By mistake, if you are taking anywhere, immediately syntax errors are. Just observe that. I want to take except block. Sir, yeah, the first default except block, yeah, the first one. Observe that. I'm taking default except block, yeah, the first one. First one I'm taking, sir. First one I'm taking. Now have a look once. Observe that default except must be last. Cohen, default except must be last. Remember that. Okay. So now if I can take yeah, the last. If I can take yeah, the last, no problem at all. Yes, perfectly it is going to work. No syntactical mistake. Clear? This is a small restriction is there, sir. Default except block, when it's going to get in the chance, if no other except block matched, then only default except block is going to get in the chance, and the default except block should be yeah, the last except block only. Remember that. Okay, by mistake if you are taking anywhere else, then immediately we are going to get syntax error. After this is the clear? After this is the clear? Okay, now Yes. Last firewall is the default. Yeah. Yes, up to this is the clear, right? Okay. Now let me go for, sir, let me summarize in how many styles we can declare except a block. In how many styles we can declare except a block. Okay. Except zero division error. Are you getting? Just observe that, sir. Except zero division error. This is one possibility. Regarding this is one possibility already we used. Second possibility, sir, except zero division error as message. Have you remembered? Accepted zero division error as message we already covered. Next, third one, sir, except zero division error, comma value error, comma value error. That's all. Okay, sir. That's all. This is the third possibility, right? Okay, you can take like this multiple things you can able to take, no problem at all. Next, the fourth possibility, if you want you can capture message also. You know, sir, while learning first time while learning Python, this part especially, do you know, almost 1 hour I spent, a small mistake I did, sir. What the mistake I did is, yas message I took always inside that. I took always, oh, first one, comma second one, and then as message like this I took, then automatically every time it's going to tell syntax error, and so on. So just if I observe what mistake I did, just after 1 hour I realized that as message we have to take after parenthesis. Remember this one, sir. Okay, sir, where we have to take as message, sir, within parenthesis or after parenthesis? After compulsory, right? Next, any other thing we are missing? Yes. Any other thing we are missing? Oh, there is another thing we are missing. What is that, sir? What is the last one? Except default. Default except block. That's all. So these are 5 possible things related to except block. Clear? Now your things related to except block. All possibilities we covered, right? Next, sir, one more thing. One more thing. Yeah. We will discuss Rich Cohen. Don't worry about that. First, concentrate. In what way we can use except block and so on. Next, the next concept what I have to discuss, right? Finally block. Regarding what is the next concept I have to discuss? Finally block. The people who are coming from other languages, you can, I mean, especially Java, you can able to understand very easily, sir. Sir, what is the purpose of finally block? What the purpose? What the need of finally block? Okay, very simple, sir. If I can take like this, try, listen a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, open database connection. Open database connection. Reading data, and then close database connection. Close database connection. So total, how many things are available? Open database connection, reading data, close database connection. Like three things are available, right? So do you know this activity is a resource creation, or resource creation, or resource allocation. Resource allocation. This is using the resource, and this one is nothing but closing the resource. Are you getting close? This closing the particular resource is also known as resource deallocation code. Are you getting? Resource deallocation code. Sometimes I can use the word cleanup code. Are you getting? What is the close the database connection, close the network connection? This type of code is by default considered a cleanup code. Are you getting that? What is this one, sir? Cleanup, not close up. Close up is also meant for cleanup only. Okay, sir, it is meant for cleanup code. Cleanup code is nothing but closing database connection, closing network connection. So resource deallocation code is by default considered as cleanup code. Clear? Up to this, is the clear for all of you, right? Okay, sir. Now here just take a bit very special case, sir. Sir, now if I can take try block, if I can take try block. Sir, now these 3 lines I'm taking inside a try. Can you please tell, is it recommended or not recommended? Sir, placing cleanup code inside a try block, is it recommended or not recommended? Not recommended. What is the reason? What is the reason? Suppose while reading data, if an exception occur, immediately the control will goes to accept a block. Then who is going to close the database connection? No one is going to close. So there is no guarantee for the execution of every statement inside a try block. That's why maintaining cleanup code inside a try block is not at all recommended. Is it clear for all period? So this is sir, inside a try block, not recommended to maintain cleanup code. Okay, well, sir, what I want to do is, let me take accept block. Let me take accept block. In the accept block, I'm taking close database connection. Can you please tell, is it recommended or not recommended? Right. Respond. Is it recommended or not recommended? Not recommended. What is the problem is? What is the problem is? Sir, if no error, if no exception, if there is no exception, then accept block is not going to execute. If accept block is not going to execute, then who is going to close database connection? Are you getting? So it is not recommended to maintain cleanup code inside accept block, because if there is no exception, accept block never going to get in the chance. So what we have, sir, do you know, to close compulsory you should write, you should raise the exception. It is a meaningless. That's why. So it is not recommended to take sir cleanup code inside accept block. Okay. Now two possibilities we took. Are you getting that? Two possibilities we took. So first possibility within the try block you can't take, because if an exception rises in the middle, then it is not going to execute. It is not recommended to take inside accept block, because if there is no exception, then it is not going to get the chance. Then where I have to maintain this cleanup code? Okay, we require some place. Okay, to maintain cleanup code, which should be executed always. Whether exception raised, not raised, handle, not handle. Are you getting right? So whether exception raised, not raised, handle, not handle. So in any case, man, that code should be executed. Such a type of best place is nothing but finally block. Are you getting? Sir, everything is a copy paste from Java only. Have you observed, right? Sir, where you require to take this close? Where you require to take this one? Inside finally block. Are you getting right? So try accept finally. What is the biggest specialty of finally block is whether exception raised, not raised, handle or not handle. Sir, any case, sir, in any situation, finally block is always going to get in the chance, man. Remember that. So whether exception raised, not raised, handle, not handle, in all cases, my finally block is always going to get in the chance. Everyone can aware? Ayyo. Are you in a position to understand, right? Yes, that's what you people should aware about this one, sir. Sir, best example, try. So accept finally. Sir, only 2 points you should aware. What is the purpose? What is the purpose of finally block? The purpose of finally block is to maintain cleanup code. What is the specialty of finally block? The specialty of finally block is, sir, the specialty of finally block is it will be executed always, whether exception raised or not raised, handled or not handled. Remember that, sir. So inside the try block, which code we have to take, sir? Risky code we have to take. Correct or not? Risky code we have to take. Inside the accept block, what code we have to take? Handling code we have to take. Next, inside finally block, what code we have to take, sir? What code we have to take? Cleanup code we have to take. Are you getting, sir? Any explanation is required about the syntax? Try, accept, and then finally. Okay, Parsardi, we will discuss at that point soon. Don't worry. Sir, up to this is the clear for all of you, right? Okay. Try except finally. Sir, what is the specialty of finally block? Respond, man. What is the specialty of finally block? It is always going to execute whether exceptions are raised or not raised, handled, not handled. Sir, for which purpose we are going to use finally block? To maintain cleanup code. Okay. Now let me go for a small example so that you may get clarity, sir, just for flow purpose. Sir, I'm taking try. Okay, forget about just I'm taking try block. Within the try block, now my statement is print of try, sir. Are you getting? Print of try I'm taking. Forget about all this nonsense. I don't want, sir. Okay, now what I'm trying to take here is try except zero division error. Now I'm taking this is except block. Except block I'm taking. This is the try and then except. Next I'm taking finally. Are you getting? Finally, just I'm taking finally block. So can you please tell is there any exception is going to be raised here? Any exception? Array, is any exception is there? No. If there is no exception, exception, then automatically, if there is no exception, then automatically finally block will be executed or not? Yes. Sir, case 1. If no exception, case 1. Okay. If no exception, okay, finally block is going to be executed or not. Have a look once. This is the code what we have. Sir, like observe try finally. Are you getting? Try finally. Perfectly it's going to work. If there is no exception, it's going to work. Sir, case 2. Case 2, sir. If an exception rises, sir. Case 2. If an exception rises, if an exception rises, sir. An exception raised, but handled, no problem at all. Sir, an exception raised, but handled. In that case, definitely finally is going to get in the chance. Sir, I'm taking print of 10 by 0. I'm taking print of 10 by 0. 10 by 0. Exception got raised, but except a block is already there for zero division error. That's why except, and after that finally will be continued. If an exception raised and handled, definitely my finally block is going to get in the chance. Can you please tell what the output I will get now? What the output by default we are going to get now? Try except finally. Are you getting? Try except finally is the output by default we are going to get, sir. Try except finally. Sir, case 2 is the very clear. If an exception rises, but handled. Okay. Case 3. What is the case 3? What is the remaining case? If there is no exception, completed. Sir, if an exception rises and handled, completed. What is the next one? If an exception rises, but not handled. Are you getting? If an exception rises, but not handled, handled, then what is the story? An exception got raised but not handled. Then what will happen, sir? So here, raised thing is a zero division error, but here I'm taking value error. Are you getting? Sir, I'm getting heart related problem. But sir, here doctor is available for eye specialist. Are you getting? Doctor is available, eye specialist is available, but not heart. Cardiologist is not available. It is not matched block. Okay. If the corresponding except block is not available, is it normal termination or abnormal termination? First respond. Is it normal or abnormal? Abnormal termination. Sir, now observe the flow. First try will execute. Sir, here exception rises. Immediately Python is going to check is there any except block. Array, no matched except block. If no matched except block, it is always abnormal termination. If it is abnormal termination, but what the Python virtual machine is going to do? Oh, wait some time. I have some mandatory work. Like first it will comes to the finally. After completing finally, then only abnormal termination is going to be happen. Remember this one. Even in the case of abnormal termination also, before abnormal termination, first finally block will be executed. Once finally block got executed, then only, sir, abnormal termination is going to be happen. Remember this one, sir. Have a look once. Yes, try, finally. Are you getting? Try, finally, and then abnormal termination. Clear? Practical proof. Are you getting? Practical proof. Sir, what is the specialty of finally block? Finally block will be executed. Yeah, finally block will be executed always, whether exception raised, not raised, handled or not handled, right? Clear? Okay, sir. Vedant Tiwari, same concept is a copy paste from Java. In Java also the behavior is the same, no much difference here. Yes. Okay, clear? Now, sir, here there is one small important point is there, sir. Take a bit very special care about this one, sir. There is one small important point is there. Just take a bit very special care, sir. What is the point here is, just assume that, sir. Assume that, yes, it is a copy pasted. Copy Java copy pasted from Python. Okay, maybe you can consider, man. Because Python came in which year? Python came in which year? Yes, 1989, 1991 official date of birth, 1991 official date of birth for Python, February 20th. Are you getting? So Java came in the 1995. Java came in the picture, sir. Okay, sir, definitely most of the things are copied, sir. In any language, old language, there are several things will be copied. It's very fortunate lambda expressions, sir. These lambda expressions concept came in Java 8, but it's already there in the Python from day one onwards. Are you getting? Next, Java 9 J shell came. Java 9 J shell came, but this J shell such type of thing, Python idle is already there from the day one onwards. Are you getting? Most of the things anyway. So following good person, following great persons is always acceptable, no problem at all. Who is the great person? Yes, man. Who is the great person? Always following great persons is always good, recommended. So Java follows Python. Java follows Python. Sir, why are you always supporting Python nowadays? Rich Cohen is asking, sir, why you are always supporting Python? Because earlier I don't know Python, right? But now I know Python. That's why now I can able to see, man. That is, yeah. Anyway, just take a bit very special care. Up to this is the clear for all of it, right? Okay. Now take a bit very special. Take a bit very special care. Up to this, right? Finally, block. We covered complete information, sir. Exception rise and not rise, handle or not handle, like. So now, just let me go for a small chota example. Of course, it is also copy paste from Java only, right? Observe that. So do you know? Just assume what is the biggest specialty of finally block? Finally block will be executed always, whether exception rise or not rise, handle or not handle. In any case, my finally block is always going to execute, sir. Sir, I have try block is there. Okay, next and after that here big code is there. Next and after that except block is there. Here also some code is there. Finally block is there. Here also some code is there, sir. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Now try. The control started. Try executing, right? Sir, can you please tell finally block is always going to get in the chance or not? Yes, executing, like, sir, now the control in the try only, executing, like. Suddenly, almost at the end of try, suddenly power gone. Are you getting right? Sir, power gone. No backup facility. It is sir, not laptop system. Assume that it is a PC, sir. No backup facility. Can you please tell? In this case, finally block will be executed or not? Have you observed, right? Sir, currently control is in the try block. While executing try block, power gone, power gone. No backup facility. In this case, finally block will be executed or not. Is the Python is going to tell, Python virtual machine is going to tell, oh power, please wait some time because I want to do compulsory mandatory finally block I have to execute. After completing finally block, if you want power will be gone, no problem for me. Like either Python virtual machine is going to convey to the power. Current poindana, current gone. Current gone, no backup facility. In this case, sir, finally block will be executed or not. Are you getting right? Either finally block will be executed or not. No chance at all. No chance at all. Oh, there is some situation where the finally block is not going to be executed. Interview person may ask this question. Sir, can you please tell one scenario where finally block is not going to be executed? Yes, there is one particular situation is there, sir, where definitely finally block is not going to be executed. What is that? What is that situation? Anyone, can you please tell what is that situation? Yes. So while executing try block, power gone, there is no backup facility. Power gone, there is no backup facility. In that particular case, finally block is not going to be executed. Okay, don't tell like that. If you are going to tell like that, then entire person may see from top to bottom. Top to bottom. Here, just what you have to tell. Sir, if the power gone, what will happen? If the power gone, what will happen? What will happen? My system is going to be shut down. My Python virtual machine is going to be shut down. Is going to be shut down. If you shut down Python virtual machine, PVM, if you shut down Python virtual machine explicitly, in that particular case, finally block is not going to be executed. So, programmatically, is it possible to shut down Python virtual machine explicitly or not? Yes, there is a possibility is there, sir. In Java, we are always going to use the word system.exit of 0. System.exit of 0. But in Python, what we require to take is, sir, there is one module is there named with the OS. OS module is there. What the module name, sir? OS. OS module is there. OS dot underscore exit. Are you getting? What is the method? OS dot underscore exit of 0. Are you getting? Underscore exit of 0, sir. Remember this one. OS dot underscore exit of 0. Exit of 0. If you use this function, then automatically Python virtual machine by default is going to be shut down. In that particular case, finally block is not going to be executed. Remember that, sir. Where? Can you please explain? Can you please explain? Like you may ask, sir. Sir, just let me go for. Let me go for that. Just have a look once, sir. Sir, I'm taking try block next OS dot underscore exit of 0. I'm taking, but compulsory we require to import OS module. Are you getting? Import OS module. Okay, like similar to Java only. Teach Cohen, almost same. Now observe a bit very carefully, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Yes, only try. Where is the finally block? Only try. Where is the finally block? If I comment this one, now observe that try followed by finally. Remember, so there is only one situation where finally block is not going to be executed. Whenever we are using sir OS dot underscore exit of 0. If I use exit, then automatically what will happen? Now the Python virtual machine itself is going to be shut down. Then, so in that particular case, finally block won't be executed. Everyone can able to understand, right? Yes. OS means something like operating system only. Yes, maybe. Yes. Here just take a bit very special care. Sir, what is the 0 argument? What is the 0, sir? 0 represents status code and it indicates normal termination. So 0 means what? Status code. Sorry. 0 means status code, sir. Sir, this status code, you can take any value, no problem at all, sir. So 0 means status code. It indicates normal termination. Remember that, okay? Sir, now there are multiple status codes are possible. If you want, you can take one also. If you want, you can take one also. Acceptable, sir. Acceptable. Acceptable, no problem. But impact is always the same. If you are taking 100, have you observed impact is always same? Whether it is, sir, I'm not taking anything. I'm not taking anything. Have you observed, right? Compulsory, one argument must be. Yes, native also you can take, no problem at all. But one int value you have to take. Are you getting? So 0 means normal termination, non-zero means abnormal termination. Like that is internally PVM is going to take care. We are not required to worry. Just usually, if you want to shut down, then automatically 0 you can able to take, sir. Clear? Yes. Up to this, Cohen J, these kind of things are not going to be accepted. Okay. So that's all. This is what you people should be aware. Why what that underscore exit? Maybe internally it is sir private. You may not override something like that. Divya, this function may not. It is predefined. Something like it may indicate -1, -2. Anything you can take, no problem at all, sir. So 0 means normal termination. Sir, non-zero means abnormal termination. Whether it is a 0 or non-zero, impact is always the same. There is no difference at all. Okay, that's all. This is about finally block, sir. Next, we require to talk about sir control flow. We require to talk about what is the control flow in try except finally blocks. What is the control flow in nested try except finally blocks? If you aware these things, then automatically most of the Python exception handling by default is going to be completed, sir. So let me talk about control flow in try except finally blocks. Are you getting? Sir, just control flow. It's a very easy, sir. In try except finally blocks. Very, very important, sir. Control flow in try except finally blocks. Have a look once, sir. Legend, more concentration must be required for you people, right? Somewhere we covered already try except. Now I'm taking, sir, now I'm taking finally also, right? Sir, statement 1, okay, statement 2, statement 3 I'm taking. Next one after that, except block, sir, here except x, y, z, some exception. Statement 4 I'm taking, statement 4. Next, finally, statement 5 I'm taking. Next, at last, statement 6 I'm taking, sir. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. This is about my flow. You can able to understand very, very easily, right? So now, multiple cases I'm going to discuss. If there is no exception, sir, first case, if no exception, can you please tell which one is going to be executed? Please respond. If there is no exception, 1, 2, 3, 5 and 6. Are you getting? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, normal termination. Are you getting? Is it normal termination or abnormal termination? Normal termination, right? Sir, second one. If an exception raised, yet 2 and matched except block is available. Are you getting? Matched except block is available. Can you please tell the flow now? Sir, if any person having the doubt, please let me know so that I will explain. Sir, here one will execute, but while executing 2, the problem is coming. Immediately the control will go to except. Already handled. Yes, 4. After that 5. After that 6. Normal termination. Because already we are handling. That's why. What is the flow now? 1. Please spell out. 1. Next up 4. Next up 5. Next up 6. Normal termination. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. Sir, now if an exception raised yet statement, if an exception raised at statement 3, sorry, statement 2 and matched except block is not available. Are you getting? Matched except block is not available. Anyone? Can you please tell the flow now? Hey, matched except block is not available. So one while executing to the problem came, immediately Python virtual machine is going to check. Legend, Omkar, next Govinda, Shubham Agarwal. Observe very carefully. Sir, while executing statement 2, the problem came. While executing statement 2, the problem came. Then immediately, okay, what will happen is, sir, Python virtual machine is going to check for matched except block. If the matched except block is not available, it is always abnormal termination. Remember that it's always abnormal termination. But before abnormal termination, only finally block will execute, but not remaining statements. Remember that in the case of abnormal termination also, only finally block will execute, but not the remaining statements. That's why 1 5 abnormal termination. Are you getting? What is the answer, sir? 1 5 abnormal termination. Sir, 6 in this case never going to get the chance, never going to execute. Clear? Are you able to understand, right? Okay, that's all. Next point, sir, very important. Sir, when statement 5 will not execute, yeah, statement 5 will execute always, whether exception rise or not rise, handle or not handle. Chandan, only one case within the try block or within the except block, if you are using underscore exit. For the sir, they know unreachable code concept is not there in the Python. Programmer having full flexibility, no problem at all. Python is not that much strict. Okay, now fourth one, sir. If an exception raised yet a statement 4, okay, remember that, sir. If an exception raised yet a statement 4, okay, sir, how the statement 4, the control is coming to statement 4? Maybe the problem at 1 or the problem at 2 or the problem at 3. Sir, somewhere exception raised in 1 or 2 or 3, that's why the control is coming to except block. But while executing statement 4, sir, an exception got raised. Can you please tell, is it normal termination or abnormal termination? Respond. Is it normal or abnormal? Abnormal. It is always abnormal, because the reason is it is not part of try block. If it is not part of try block, then there is no except block. If there is no except block, it is always abnormal termination. So, but it is always abnormal. But before abnormal termination, compulsory finally block will be executed. Remember, that's why if an exception rises at statement 4, it is always abnormal termination. But before abnormal termination, compulsory statement 5 will be executed. Only 5. Clear? So, if an exception rises at statement 4, it is always abnormal termination. But before abnormal termination, statement 5 will be executed. Okay, any explanation is required? Clear? Okay, sir, what is the last case? If an exception rises at statement 5, is it normal or abnormal termination? If an exception rises at statement 5, is it normal or abnormal termination? Abnormal. If an exception rises at statement 6, is it normal or abnormal termination? If an exception rises at statement 6, is it normal or abnormal termination? It is always abnormal. Remember that, sir. Because if an exception rises yet a statement 5 or statement 6, these things are not part of try block. If these things are not part of try block, then it is always abnormal termination, because there is no except block. Remember that, sir. Okay, so if an exception rises yet a statement 5 or yet a statement 6, sir, it is always abnormal termination. Remember, sir. So within the try block, if an exception rises, there may be a chance of normal termination. outside of try block, if an exception rises, then it is always abnormal termination. Remember that, sir. Small loophole within the try block, if an exception rises, maybe a chance of abnormal termination, sorry, maybe a chance of normal termination. Outside of try block, anywhere an exception rises, it is always abnormal termination. Clear? Okay. Next, why case 3 is abnormal termination? If an exception rises at statement 2, if an exception rises at statement 2 and the matched except block is not available, are you getting? Problem, but the except block is not available. Are you getting? Corresponding except block is not available. Normal. Okay. So if the corresponding except block is not available, then abnormal termination. Okay, like so. That's all. These are the things what you people should aware about this one, sir. So in the next session, we will talk about nested try except finally blocks. Remember that nested try except finally blocks concept. We will discuss. Okay, we will discuss that. There are multiple cases are there. If required, we will talk about all those things. Don't worry about that. So it's if you aware that, then automatically you can able to understand very easily. And after that, we have to talk about, sir, try except finally. With this, sir, we have to take else block also. Sir, what is the need of else block? If I can take try except finally with that else block. Once I cover that, then what are various possible combinations of try except else finally? Almost around 23 combinations we are going to discuss, so that you will get much clarity in the subject, I'm sure. Okay. After that, how to define user defined exceptions, how you can able to use those user defined exceptions, that part we are going to discuss in the next sessions, right? Okay, that's all, sir. Tomorrow we will meet for the continuation part. 1 minute.